What happened when the quiet guy finally snapped? I worked at one of those big home improvement stores for 8 years. You know the type. Orange aprons, aisles full of power tools, and that smell of sawdust and paint that never leaves your nose. I was on the loading dock, running forklifts and moving heavy stuff all day. Everyone called me Mumbles because I barely talked above a whisper. It wasn't that I was shy or anything. I just didn't see the point in making small talk when there was work to do. I showed up every single day, took overtime when they needed it, never missed my safety checks. The guys I worked with were cool with me. We had this thing where I'd nod when something was funny instead of laughing out loud, and they got it. Then this new manager showed up, fresh out of college kid named Zach, who thought his business degree made him some kind of genius. First week on the job, he cut everyone's break time by 10 minutes to improve productivity. Like those 10 minutes were gonna make or break the company. But he really had it out for me. Every single day, he'd find something to complain about. My reflective vest wasn't zipped high enough. My steel-toe boots looked too worn, even though they passed safety inspection. One time, he wrote me up because my hard hat was tilted wrong. I never said anything back, just nodded and kept doing my job. The worst part was how he'd do it in front of everyone, like he was trying to make an example out of me or something. My coworker Ben would shake his head and mumble stuff under his breath, but I'd just wave him off. No point making drama. One Tuesday morning, we were unloading this massive shipment of patio furniture. Heavy stuff, those big outdoor dining sets that weigh like 200 pounds each. I was on the forklift, taking my time because you don't mess around with that kind of weight. Safety first, always. Zach comes crackling over the walkie-talkie. "Jeremiah, pick up the pace out there. We're burning daylight." I clicked back calmly. "Going as fast as safety allows." That did it. He came storming out of his little office, face all red, yanking the walkie right out of my hands. In front of the whole crew, Ben, Carlos, that new kid Tyler, everyone. He starts yelling, "If you're too old to do this job properly, maybe you should find another one." I just stared at him, didn't blink, didn't move. Then, real slow and deliberate, I turned off the forklift, climbed down, took off my reflective vest and folded it neat, set it on the seat, started walking toward the loading bay door. Ben called out, "Yo, where you going, man?" I didn't answer. Everyone probably thought I was quitting. Hell, I thought I was quitting. But here's the thing about being quiet for 8 years. You see everything, you remember everything, and you document everything. I walked to my car and grabbed this thick binder from my trunk, 3 inches thick, organized with tabs and everything. For the past month, ever since Zach started his power trip, I'd been taking photos, writing down times and dates, recording safety violations, like how he told Carlos to skip the safety harness when stacking lumber 12 feet high. Photo, timestamp, witness names, how he made Tyler operate the compactor without proper training. Documented, how he stored chemicals next to the electrical panel, which is like basic safety 101. All of it, photographed and logged. 30 minutes later, I walked back into that store with my binder, went straight to the front office where, and this was the universe doing me a solid, the district manager was sitting. Guy named Roberts, who I'd met maybe twice in 8 years. "Mr. Roberts," I said, setting the binder on his desk, "I need to report some safety concerns." I opened to the first page, then the second. By page 5, Roberts was on his phone. By page 10, he was calling security. Not for me, for Zach. It took exactly 12 minutes. 12 minutes for Zach to go from managing the loading dock to cleaning out his desk. HR showed up with some temp manager while they launched their investigation. From that day on, nobody called me Mumbles anymore. They started calling me Jeremiah, you know, my actual name.